It's research, I promise. Morning everyone, Persephone Jane here, and you are watching Persephone Jane's channel. We are continuing on with the 2020 book review series. Guys, this is hard. Like, things get crazy so quickly that before I know it, it's 3 days before a video needs to be posted and I haven't finished the book. Or started a book, maybe. I won't lie. But the accountability of doing this series this year forces my hand and forces my brain and forces my eyeballs to do the work. So here we are. Today, we are talking about, I have to turn it to read it to you because it's really long. The Very Short, Entirely True History of Unicorns by Sarah Lascow. So I started collecting unicorn books a couple years ago because I was planning to write a story with unicorns in it. The unicorn story I ended up writing was not the one that I thought I would write, but you know, it is what it is. Things happen. And so it's a collection of 4 novellas and they are first drafted. That's it, just first drafted. But since finishing those drafts, I have continued to collect unicorn books. So I was at a local bookstore in Irvine, California, which we just moved from there to here in Virginia. I found this unicorn book. And so of course I just picked it up and was like, well, I need to have this because I want to support the local bookstore. And this is research. So I picked it up and it took me a little while to get to it, but I'm going to be honest. I knew exactly what to expect when I picked up this book, and I got not what I expected. A very short, entirely true history of unicorns. Okay, unicorns are mythical, so their history cannot be true. So I expected some kind of made up history or true history, right, of unicorns, which I was totally on board with. I bought it anyway because research is research. So that's what I expected. What I got was a very short, entirely true history of unicorns. And I know that sounds weird because it's right there in the title. How could I not expect it to be there? Because it's literally in the title. But she goes through like historical accounts of unicorns and what they could have actually been referenced and where the different places that they were referenced and how those things played off of each other, and the different things that could have influenced a unicorn story here or there. And so it was a true account of where the mythology of unicorns may have come from. And so that was really exciting for me because I didn't expect that. I have quite a few things in here that I have circled and underlined to kind of reference or like add to the books that I've already written in my rewrites and my edits, because they are just little tiny things that I'm like, oh, I can see how that would fit. Oh, that would fit. Oh, that fits this thing perfectly. And so I just kind of made notes of them as I was going through. So for that research purpose, this was a fabulous read. And just the general, like, fun, whimsical, you know, way that she's like weaving these things together and kind of pulling these truths of history together to explain the mythology of a unicorn was really well done. The pictures are really fun, and her humor is pretty silly, and I enjoy that. So if you're looking for a very short and entirely true history of unicorns, this would be the book for you. I also noticed, I went to her Goodreads so that I could leave a review, and I noticed that she has the same title sequence with mermaids. And so that will be my next purchase, because I also have a mermaid book that I wrote and have been revising for the last year. So I'm excited to see what she gives me in that one. And if I have to rewrite an entire book, I'm gonna be really mad. But I'm hoping that it will just support what I've already got, much like this one did. for my unicorn story, which isn't even really a unicorn story. Like, there's a unicorn in it and she's a main character, but it's not her story, at least until the very last book. Book 4 is the unicorn story. But that means there's 3 books where she's not really the main character, and yet this is a little bit of gold in my library and in my life. That's all I have for today. If you are following the 2020 book review series or anything else that I randomly post on here, please subscribe so that you get notifications when new videos pop up. And subscribing also helps with all of the algorithms. See you next time.